Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, soul family. A lot of you are in manifestation mode. You're in the laws of attraction, the frequency of attraction. There is forgiveness here, so some of you may already have done your work of forgiveness of your divine counterpart. If you guys can see that. If not, then it is time. Some of you, your divine counterparts, are having to have forgiveness and awareness. They're being divinely guided. A lot of them have start listening to their intuition. If you can see that, I'm trying to get it where you guys can see it. So their intuition. Some of them may have been in denial about another relationship. They could have been in denial of their feelings towards you. A lot of you could be in denial of love and wanting a second chance with some of your divine counterparts. Spirit is asking you to trust this relationship. For some of you, others of you are following your intuition. There's an opportunity for a second chance because this relationship is regenerating. 46 becomes 10. Tens are about beginnings. Be careful of what you manifest and what you think about because it manifests rapidly. Some of you, your divine counterparts, could be asking you the same question, why? Or you could be asking the spirit realm, why? You could be asking your spirit guides why, or your divine counterpart is asking. There's truth to be told in this situation. A lot of you need to spend more time meditating. The higher power is here, so spirit is here with you. A lot of you are going to use crystals as healing. Some of you could be Reiki teachers, shaman, healers. And some of you are actually going to heal your divine counterpart. And spirit is asking you to focus. You guys have a great deal of wisdom. And this just, some of these came out in the last reading. What's under the bottom? Illumination. So your divine counterpart could be getting some illumination with some ancestors that are on the other side of the realm that are assisting them. Something very mystical is taking place for your divine counterpart. What's at the back of this deck? Union. Oh, wow. I picked this up. So they're using their intuition about union. Damn it, man. Spirit made me go back to that deck. So some of you, your person is being divinely guided back to you, and they're using their intuition to come towards you for union. For those of you who are meant to be in union in this lifetime. A lot of you are going to recover financially. If you can see the coins here, you're going to receive recovery as far as getting what you need. Some of you have a lot of money coming your way, and you've got a lot of helpful people that are going to assist you. For whatever reason, I'm being inclined to give a second collective reading. A lot of you are focusing. In this depiction, she could be focusing on finances, but she could also be focusing on finances and love. Her soulmate or his soulmate, King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles could be thinking, total different deck, if I can get it. This King of Pentacles could be thinking about an apology. They could still be a little proud, a little prideful, a little egotistical, but they're ending something. We have the Four of Swords, and they're in healing phase. This is like a transition from what they have walked away from. They have walked away from a long-term committed relationship and possibly a marriage for some. Possibly from either a Queen of Swords that could have been blinding them to the truth of things. This person could have almost had your person hypnotized. We're going to go ahead and start the reading. If I can get my timer to kick in. For whatever reason, fam, my timer does not want to work. So guess we're going to have to run it like I normally do. So Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? I hope you guys like the new layout where you can see the cards. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, your divine masculine is on the move. Cancerian energy, they're being divinely guided to leave a situation. A lot of them are spying on you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I gotta stop with the signs. It gets on my nerves. But a lot of them are being divinely guided here. A lot of them could be seeing birds as they travel. Some of you guys, there could be a distance between the two of you. Your divine masculine could be divinely guided to balance out their shadow and their higher self, their dark and their light side. Some of them could be leaving a relationship where it was interracial. Someone could have got caught cheating here, and somebody gained truth and clarity and cut it out. I have a King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck that could have been happy at one time because of the money that was coming in. They had money, you know, hand over fist. They had money coming from both ends. They could have had multiple sources of income, and at least minimum 2. So they may have had a business. Some of them may have had a business, and some of them, it could have been combined efforts of finances with their relationship that they were in. But there was some level of betrayal, and I believe it was something that they saw as well as something that was said to them. Or somebody was thinking that there was a lot of betrayal here, but something took place where there's an ending. They could be talking to people about endings, healing. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So Archangel Michael is here assisting to temper, balance, and heal and restore. What else, Holy Spirit? A lot of you stand in your power as the Queen of Swords, having peace, male or female, after finding out that somebody was unfaithful and it made you feel abandoned. The Five of Pentacles here is here. So some of them, this is going to work two ways because I'm getting a mixed message here. Some of you, your divine counterparts, are going to be left out in the cold financially. Their money is going to fail. Yeah, they're going through a death and a rebirth. They're having to walk away from someone. It could be a woman, it could be a man, doesn't make a difference, but somebody here, a same-sex relationship, take what resonates, family, but somebody here is in a mess after the storm. It left nothing but mess of puddles of loss. So their finances could have dried up, or there could have been financial substantial loss. They're being divinely guided away. A lot of them could be like some type of engineers, computer tech, security, something where they work in intelligence. Some of them could work with computers and some type of artificial intelligence. But they are, they could have said some reckless things. They could have gotten cussed out too before they walked away, or they could have cussed someone else out. Finally, their thoughts came into, whatever they were thinking about, it came out of the mouth. So either your person said something to their person out of their mouth, and it was the ultimate betrayal, or either your person did this to them and it caused an ending. Death. So a lot of them are going through death and rebirth. What is this card specifically here? They ran out of time. The sword of truth is broken. it's just like nothing but ruin here. Stagnation. Transitional period. So it's almost like if they're being required in some sense of the word to stay in this stagnated energy right now, Spirit has got them like in a holding pattern before they can take some level of action to come towards you. Because yeah, there was a tower that hit. So God sees all, and this was an act of God that caused them to go through this tower moment, because your person wouldn't release something, they wouldn't end it. They were holding back because there was devil energy here. Fears. A lot of them could have been trapped in their fears, their addictions, their toxicities, their codependencies. Some of them may have been even holding back because of children. Protecting their children from something toxic. A lot of them may have had fears of walking away to do some inner childhood healing. But this tower forced it to. Some of them regarding love. Needing to use their intuition. Because some of you, your divine counterparts are highly intuitive. Very intuitive. And they could be guided towards their intuition towards you. This is the divine lovers here, because the yin and the yang is above here. So they're being pushed to come into union with you guys. Let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. Life goals. So it is time for them to be sure that their life goals and their lifestyles are congruent with yours. So a lot of you are being divinely guided to make sure that when your divine counterpart comes back in, that your life goals are the same. They're in alignment. A lot of you, when you met your divine counterpart, they may have been ultra attractive. They could have driven fancy cars. They could have dressed well, smelled well. They could have sold you a fucking dream. And in all reality, in hindsight, this person was operating totally from a lack-minded mentality. They were just so smoothly polished until you didn't see it. But this go around, and some of you did see it, but you were so caught up. Sometimes the sex, the good times, and the feelings of finally being back in a relationship could have caused you to overlook some of the red flags that were, you know, right there in your face. So make sure this time that you and your divine counterpart, your life goals are in alignment. You're going to either grow together or grow apart. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here for the Divine Collective? One card, please, Spirit. Yeah, this person could be leaving behind some destructive habits. Your divine counterpart could be being divinely guided to do some inner healing. Heal yourself first. So before your person can come in, they have to heal themselves first. And they'll attract whatever they are if they continue to stay in that destructive behavior pattern. So they need to choose partners that want to grow with them. So your divine counterpart could be wanting to know, are you willing to grow with them? At this present time, and this is back to life goals. So make sure your goals are in alignment, family, or wherever you're headed. A lot of you may not even give your divine counterpart at least one date. Their spirit is asking you to give them at least one opportunity, or to give a new person an opportunity. It takes time to get to know someone, family. So they're wanting you to take a chance and switch up your style. And that brings me to the romance angels. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. So a lot of you, Spirit is asking you to look beyond the physical and look deeper. And you can't do it just by one date. Some of you, your intuition could be like on 10. So you might be intuitively realizing that this person is not your person. Some of you, you may still need to do some shadow work as well in order to get into full alignment. Some of you still may be manifesting back in the same type of person that your divine counterpart was. Because if my understanding is correct, Everyone that we meet is like a version of our divine counterparts. And the same thing for them about us. And Spirit is wanting you to be very careful about going back into physical intimacy. Let the topic, let it be up for discussion. Pillow talk without the physical pillow talk, okay? Choose healthy, balanced relationships and do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because you're horny, collective. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Ten of Swords. Yeah, somebody here, it happened because of a cheater's story. So your divine counterpart, they could have been cheated on or they cheated on their person. Some of you, this is the history of what your divine counterpart did to you, and they want to come back together with you. They know you are the other half of their heart. They know you are the other half of their soul. And they want to be reunited. I just heard the song Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited, because we've been misunderstood. There's one perfect part, and honey, this, oh gosh, it's an old song, but it's called Reunited. But anyway, there's a good chance of you guys getting back together. The possibility could go good for you guys if your divine counterpart betrayed you. Some of them may even be trying to reconcile with their person. There could be some group counseling that some of you, your divine counterpart, has been partaking in, and they're getting a self-help list to learn to be unapologetically blah blah blah, tongue-tied tongue-tied chakra energy here, where somebody needs to be unapologetically self-loving. Decide on your must-haves, then release it to the universe. So some of them could be going through like some workshops, getting some counseling, some therapy. Some of you may have even gotten some counseling and some therapy. And some of you, it was your guides that gave you the counseling and the therapy. And they have taught you by listening to them how to go within and unapologetically start loving yourself and the things that are important for you to have, and then release it back into the universe so it comes back to you. The things that you need, not the things that we want. Your person is very sad. They're lonely or alone. They're in physical separation, and it's time to let go and move on. They think of you, and you possibly think of your divine counterparts. If you're here, you think about them too. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Why is this here for the collective? Yeah. Somebody here feels like there's not going to be a reconciliation. Maybe there's a missed opportunity. They see your light. They see who you are. They know who you are. They know you're the other half of them. They know that you are the other half of their soul. You see that? The yin and the yang? They knew who you are, and they betrayed you. They sacrificed you for another lover. So there could be being divinely guided back to you. And hold no judgment, because your person is here having a human experience that their souls contracted to have. Your person is no longer the escape artist. It's in the reverse. This person doesn't have the money to escape their reality now. They're going to have to deal with it, and they're going to have to focus on their self-worth and their self-love and their self-care. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for the Divine Collective? Holy Spirit, please. Thank you. Some of them could genuinely miss the person that they walked away from. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but I have to give you the truth. For some of you, your divine counterpart is not going to tell you at this time, but they may have miscommunicated and misunderstood you, divine collective, and they could have blamed you instead of taking accountability and responsibility. Some of them feel like this person that they were in a relationship with wronged them, when in all actuality they wronged themselves. This person just reflected back to them who they were and what they were, how they were operating at that present time. The same way your partner sometimes may have blamed some of you. For those of you who have physical interaction with your divine counterpart, somebody here is pointing a finger and they miss you now that they are walking away. It's almost like if whatever storm they were in, it is cleared up, and now they can see the reality, and it's allowing them to walk away from this situation. And they want to talk to you again, family. What else can you tell me for the Divine Collective, Holy Spirit, for the Death card? Why is it here for us, please? Yeah. They're going through a death and a rebirth because they know you are the real deal, and they miss you, family. They know that you are the person that they're supposed to be with, and they pointed their finger at you, blaming you for things that you weren't responsible for, because this person wasn't in their authentic energy. Your person had a guarded heart, and they took a lot of action, and they may have communicated some hurtful and painful things. Your person could be taking action because someone had lingering trust issues just like they did, and this person reflected back to them their own trust issues. And love can't get through when your wall is up that high. You have to forgive and let go. So your divine counterpart could have been asleep for years. These Z's that are right there, they look like Z's almost, and that was the first thing that came to mind. So your divine counterpart, they could have been asleep consciously or subconsciously. They were asleep, and there was like no collaboration between the conscious and the subconscious with them. It was almost like there was a block in place. The wall was up so high until, the subconscious is over there like, hey, divine masculine, male or female, hey, wake up, you're missing out on great love. And now they see you as the graduate. New life, it's a new life phase or stage in relationship for someone. They have grown and healed and evolved. So they see you as healed and evolved, collective. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Tower. Oh, this Tower was an epiphany moment for someone here. Your divine counterparts, they could have had an epiphany moment by a tower, a major tower that came in. And time is needed here. Don't make reactive, impulsive decisions. Your divine counterpart may have done this in the past, and this may have been a part of their repetitiveness and cycles about, operating off of their conscious protection, that wall. So spirit came in and blasted through that wall. So they're needing to heal, and they need to consider all perspectives. Again, they realize your light. You're divinely guiding this person, collective. Tell me about the Sun and why the Sun is here for the collective. Yeah, a lot of you were Mr. and Ms. Fix-It. So your divine counterpart could have been Mr. and Ms. Fix-It too. And don't try to fix others. Heal yourself to attract the best partner. People pleasing, trust the process. So your divine counterpart could be doing a lot of healing work where they could have been Mr. or Ms. Fix-It in relationships. Always coming in to the rescue of people that were never going to be there to rescue them. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. A lot of you have a very beautiful mindset, collective. Everything is divine. Know that you are the creator of your reality, and you co-create with the universe. And there is going to be some communication. So a lot of you have been thinking of your divine counterpart, and you've been calling them in. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, this choice triggered your person. There was something in your divine connection that could have possibly triggered your divine counterpart. Some of you may have There could have been like a home beacon that kind of hit your divine counterpart, where they may have thought you were just going to stick around, and they could realize or feel that there is someone else coming in to try to replace them. And it's triggering them to move, collective. Some of them have an altered view. They are seeing things differently about you that they didn't see in the past. They could have had some old, outdated thinking that they needed to heal and release. And it could have been influencing your entire relationship. And it is time for them to reevaluate. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Chariot and the inner work for the divine collective. Where are we moving towards? Collaboration, putting in the work, and coming out of confusion and illusion. Healing and mending broken hearts. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in one date. Some of you got a one rule policy. If it don't work, cut them off. What is going to be how we move forward dating, Holy Spirit? In love for the collective. You're emotionally depleted, collective. It's time to still work on some self-love here. Yeah, some of you, you and your divine counterpart both feel the same way. The King of Swords came out. So y'all got one time to fuck this up. Ooh, shit. Tell me about the Cheater and the Ten of Swords. Oh my God. Y'all giving yourselves one more time. Yeah, this cheater is pouring out a cup that they thought was a divine love. A lot of you poured this cup out afterwards and you move forward. I think it's your person's turn now. Tell me about the Four of Swords and the must list. What is the must-haves that we need to have, Holy Spirit? The ability not to allow somebody to mentally defeat us. Not to self-sabotage our relationships. Not allowing ourselves to take, like quick action. You don't need to be very reactive. You need to stand in your Emperor, Empress energy. And not allow this to be defeated towards you. So they're almost at the leg of getting over the fears. They could be in the Nine of Swords energy. Your divine counterpart could. They could be going through what we call the dark night of the soul. And this person is feeling left out in the cold because they were a player. And they would like to come back towards you, collective. Yeah, they would like to reconcile with you. A lot of them, they've been in this player energy for a lot of lifetimes. This person is healing and transforming a lot of energy where they have been players in the past lives as well. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles and the Escape Artist in the reverse. Yeah, this person, it's time for them now to start working on healing that heartbreak. A lot of them have been focused on money. Now it's time for them to focus on healing their emotions. And this is their karma. It's time for justice and the scales to be balanced here. And, some of this is affecting their finances as well. Because they're in so much heartbreak, but they're healing the heartbreak. They're not running anymore. They're starting to stand in their truth and their power. The Eight of Swords and missing you, Holy Spirit. What is the outcome here? And where is this moving forward for the collective with their divine counterpart? Mental entrapment being released. So, they're starting to realize that they have 2 cups left. So they could be wanting to come back. They may have been involved in a situation with someone that it was emotionally drowning and draining. They couldn't save this person. They couldn't save only but themselves. Tell me about the real deal in death. So your person may have came in to try to help them. For some of you, if this resonates with you, and they were ending up drowning in a lot of pain and a lot of regret trying to help this person. This person is standing their ground. and fighting off anybody that is going to get in the middle of whatever it is that they want to move forward towards. A lot of them are still unsure. They could have a lot of fears centered around their emotions. So they could be hiding their emotions. They could still be very guarded. Tell me about the Eight of Wands and the guarded heart for the Divine Collective. Why is this here for us? Yes, a lot of us, the truth is, and the truth be told, is we want stability. We want relationships. We want commitment. You want union. And a lot of you are guarded towards it because you still remember the betrayal. Some of you, this is your divine counterpart going through the betrayal. Holy Spirit, tell me about the thinking in the tower. Why was it such an epiphany for the Divine Masculine Collective or for the collective on a whole? About how we give. Your divine counterpart is definitely thinking about how to come in and give you this apology. Divine feminines, male or female. They see you as eternal fruitfulness. You are forever regenerating and growing fruit, and you are always rich. You have a lot of harvest here. And some of you, and me and another person talked about this. Some of you divine feminines, there is a stellium. If you have 3 or more planets in your birth chart in the same place at the same time, there's a strong possibility that you have given this karma to your children, male or female. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Sun card and Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Why is this here for the collective, and what can we do to change it moving forward? This deck doesn't work in the reverse, but this card came out in the reverse. So a lot of us, it is time to balance and heal ourselves, not others. Get in alignment and heal, balance, and restore ourselves. A lot of us want to come into balance and alignment with our divine counterpart because your person is ready to give you the world. And they're going to support you in it. Holy Spirit, tell me about the Queen of Cups and the magical mindset. Yeah. This King of Cups is pouring out their love